Hello and welcome to my channel, Bloodshed Restorations. My name's Alex. Here's my next project.
So as you've seen by my introduction, work has been absolutely horrendous. It really has. We're into busy season in pest control. That and the fact that I've recently had an MRI scan, and it told me the wonderful news that 3 of my lower back or lumbar discs aren't really in a very favourable condition, herniated, bulging and moderate to severe degeneration. My chiropractor tells me I've got the back of someone who's in their 70s or 80s, so yeah, it's just all good fun and lots of pills involved as well. So things are going to be slowing down a little bit in the shed, much to my disappointment, because this is one of the things that keeps me going. So I thought I'd put together a little video just showing you a few of the things I've done recently and one of my little projects that's on the go as well. So hope you enjoy.
Okay, so first of all, for those who've been asking, the mini lathe is still alive and kicking of sorts. It's got a lot of work doing to it. I found a few more problems with it, but that'll be covered by a separate video. But as you can see, I've actually found somewhere to mount it. Unfortunately, the motor needs to be a lot higher, so I'm going to have to work out some kind of frame for that and a rail system. A few of these are from a recent haul I had, which was a lot of rusty old woodwormy tools. In there was a couple of these little ratchets, which I think they've come out quite nicely, and also the shop bell, which I'm really pleased with. That's staying put, that is. Another of the little ratchets as well, so just cleaned those up, got them going. Didn't bother to film it. I've also been putting up, you have to excuse the mess, putting up some sort of fixings for my wonderful collection of many chisels, and also a few of my little screwdrivers and the like. So I've been quite busy, and also some of my adjustable spanners. These are my Bahco ones, and one brittle. So these are 2 of my 4 bikes. This is a 1988 Yamaha XT350. Picked it up for 350 British pounds. I'm only the second owner. I know who the first owner was. It was in a right old state. It still needs some work doing to it, but it has been road legal. But check out the genuine miles. Look at that, not even run in. And secondly, this is my 1984 Yamaha RXS 100. It's had a few modifications done to it, most noticeably alloy wheels and disc brakes at the front, along with the correct forks from a Yamaha YBR 125, and rear wheel also has been fitted, which has got a slightly bigger drum brake. Love that bike. It's coming up for being tax and MOT exempt, so I may well be able to actually get it back on the road and start using it a little bit more. And as you can see, it's a right mess. This is the second shed. This is where all the bikes are stored, and this is my first project, or motorbike project, and it is a 1984 Honda CBX 750. I bought that for £150. It was in a right old state. Everything was wired up wrong. It was a nightmare. I've left it in here far too long. The engine was not in a brilliant way, shall we say, so I bought a spare one, or a spare project bike, for about 300 quid, and it had a decent engine on it. This is the original engine, and this is why I'm having to tidy up in this shed. Yeah, my little rodent friends have been involved, so I've had to get rid of them first, evict them. And there's plenty of room in here. I just need to organise it a lot more. This was a genuine barn find. It's a Yamaha YB 100, as you can see, very low mileage, hadn't been used for many years. The piston was seized in the barrel and took an awful lot of time, heat and pounding to get it freed again. I'd always loved the Kenny Roberts style of paintwork and decided to do a bit of a homage to it, and I think it turned out quite well.
I've also been doing quite a bit of tidying up and rust treatment on the little Suzuki Caravan that I have. There are a couple of videos in the pipeline for that, but again, with my back and everything else, things are taking me twice as long to do. But back to the project in hand. Now this was a little candle lamp, and that was part of a recent rusty and woodwormy tool haul that I had, or at least a haul. So the plan is I'm going to try and do something with it and make it look nice and, well, nice-ish, and hopefully put it back into use.
There you go, George, at Unawatch. You can see the croc has settled in very well in his new home. He's loving it in the shed. This isn't going to be a complex strip down at all. Put them somewhere safe. Overall, it's come out pretty decent. The top part is obviously completely rusted through, so I'm going to have to see about what it is I can do to try and repair that. And one of the little hinges has come off, so probably the easiest thing to do there is just to reattach it. And this is, it's just a little aluminium rod that I've got, and it's just basically it's a soldering it back on. Now that the lid's been sorted, I've got to do something about the chimney. As you can see, that is well and truly beyond repair. So I've done a bit of head scratching, had a look through my old scrap metal pile, and come up with a possible solution. And that is in the form of an old Brasso tin, which seems to be roughly around about the right diameter. But as you can see, there's holes all over the place, so I'm going to do a bit of head scratching and see what my options are going to be with this. So hopefully in a couple of minutes you'll see what I've decided. So in the end, I decided just to cut the bottom of the Brasso tin off, and it was a perfect fit. It popped straight over, but I have actually just stuck it on with a little bit of JB Weld. Once that's fully cured, then obviously I'll decide what I want to do with the colouring. At the moment, all I've done is just rust treated it with some Curust. I quite like the look of it actually, and the wife thinks I should leave it like that, but I did originally find some red paint on it, so I'll get treating the rest of it, get these all cleaned up, and then we'll see what it looks like. And there we are, it's all completed. I've decided to go for just the treated finish. I will give that a little coating of oil at some point. I've also made a handle for it as well, using a bit of old scrap wood, which I've turned very roughly on my little lathe. I didn't want it to look too new. And for the coating, I decided to go for used car engine oil from my Skoda, simply because it gives it a bit of a more of an aged look, I think, anyway. So all I need to do now is find a candle for it. Thanks for watching, take it easy, and I'll catch you on the next one.